Have you ever wanted to be a drug lord? Or maybe you just wanted to own a nightclub, to live in the nightlife, making tons of money, having all the best cars, the best hoes, and on occasion, sipping a little bit of that codeine lean. Well, today we're here to talk about a man who does just that. Minus the codeine lean. That was just me projecting, because just like Dave Bunt's fat ass, I can't put down the cup, I can't put down the cup. But no, in all seriousness, we're here to talk about a special man. A man who is somehow on top of the game and getting all of the spoils of being the biggest drug lord in New York City, while also somehow being completely intangible. This is the story of being at a crossroads. One in which you're the richest and most powerful drug lord in all of the world. And then another where you leave your beautiful black wife for a very mid-Latina woman. Will our main character stay in his unhappy marriage while maintaining the status of drug lord? Or will he run away with Consuela?
Excuse me, I just wanted to say that first off, that comment, Consuela, is very racist, okay? The character's name is Angela Valdez, and she's a very, very beautiful, averagely beautiful Latina woman, okay? Thank you very much.
This is power. Also, real quick before I go into the video, I know that all of you are going to be in the comment section saying, oh my god, Sin, please do Breaking Bad Season 2. How did you do Snowfall Season 2 and then you skip Breaking Bad? And now you're doing Power? Well, I have news for all of you that are watching. I make the videos in the order that I want to make them. I know that you guys want Breaking Bad Season 2. I know that you guys got the like goal. I am working on it. You will get the video soon. But please, for the love of God, enjoy this one first. This is our main character, James St. Patrick, also known as Ghost, and his beautiful wife, Tasha. They're going into Truth, the nightclub that James just purchased. By using some of his illegal drug money that he has washed and made clean, you'll notice that Tasha has a very beautiful white dress on, and that ass is fat. You look at her and her beautiful face, figure, and the fact that she clearly has that shit on, and you'll probably wonder why James would possibly leave her for a mid-Latina woman. Well, there's context to that, and we'll get there. But first, I want to introduce you to Cantos. This is a guy that James picked up off the street. Okay, maybe not off the street, but he had a little bit of a problem at some of the other nightclubs he was working at. A few allegations, and because of that, no one wanted to hire him. But James did, because he knew that he needed someone with information on clubs. Because the only club that this man Ghost knows is probably a sandwich or a bat to beat people with. Speaking of beat people, there's someone in the back that robbed Ghost. So Sean comes and get him. Sean is this really tall black guy right here. He's probably like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". All right, my fault. I'm sorry. But anyways, he's the son of Kanan, who was played by 50 Cent. Kanan isn't relevant too much in the first season. I mean, he is, but he's gonna be much more relevant later. Speaking of later, if you guys want me to do season 2 of Power, make sure you get this video to at least 6,000 likes. Ghost goes to the back and oh my god. The GOAT! This is Tommy Egan, the only white guy in TV that I like. It's mainly because he's kind of like spicy mayonnaise. You know, one of those white guys that probably says nigga around black guys. And for some reason, he makes really good Kool-Aid. Tommy's the enforcer of the crew, but he's also the partner to Ghost. Now, Ghost gets his hand dirty too, as you'll see multitude of times. But Tommy, well, he thrives in violence, thrives in killing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Lala's in this show, Carmelo Anthony's ex-wife. She plays Lakeisha. She's not as relevant in this season, but she will be later. Just wait on it. Anyways, apparently one of their carriers got hit. Carrier is somebody that carries drugs and money around, whether it's from the stash spot or from someone that's selling to the stash spot. Either way, they make transactions, and it seems like somebody had inside information because they hit them. And I'm not talking about blackjack, and I'm definitely not talking about something strange with a prostitute. When I say hit, I mean got him out the paint. I'm talking Wabi in the mirror. Rubbing off the paint, smoking dank. Anyways, this guy's in the back with his girlfriend. They end up tracking his phone and they find his whereabouts, but he doesn't want to give up any information. You know, ratting in this line of business is not something people do. I know that you guys seen the likes of Tekashi 6ix9ine and Gunna and thought that, you know, well, that's just a regular thing to do, but it's not. It's actually very frowned upon. Please don't snitch. But because of this, they decide that, you know, we're gonna have to kill this guy. But we don't want the blood on the hands of this random ass white Latina, so we're gonna let her go. But this guy here, oh, we're smoking his ass. I knew it was gonna be trouble for this nigga when my man Ghost put gloves on. Bro is not about to do the moonwalk. He is about to beat your ass. Man, so what you thought it was gonna be a game, cuz? Like you thought that you was gonna just walk to my courier like it was Fallout or some shit, beat their ass, and take the drugs and money? The fuck is wrong with you, cuz? I didn't know that it was gonna end like that. Oh my god. God, I think my spleen is broken. Motherfucker, spleen ain't a bone. Man, this man is bold and stupid. Should be the name of a soap opera. The bold and the stupidest. You must have got idiot tattoos somewhere on you, respectfully. Cause what the fuck do you mean your spleen is broken? You know what? Is you gonna tell us who gave you the information or not, man? I ain't telling you shit, black monkey. Did this motherfucker just spit on me, cuz? Oh shit, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Ghost. You gonna let this motherfucker spit on you, cuz? Hey, Tommy, I ain't gonna lie, respectfully. Back up real quick, cuz I don't want to get the blood splatter on your shirt. I'm about to put this nigga brain matter everywhere like a Ben 10 alien. I ain't gonna lie, that was bars, cuz. And I ain't afraid to die, nigga. But I ain't afraid to kill you, cuz. And just like that, this dude got put out of his misery. Brains got sent in the last week. Shot this dude and pretty much ended his lineage. His family stops with him. Hope he has some brothers and sisters. After my man Ghost got done doing what he had to do, he goes back upstairs, puts his suit back on like nothing happened. I mean, he does have blood on his wife beater. I should have called it tank top. I know wife beater is not a good thing to say, so I apologize. But the way that Tasha be pissing Ghost off, he might strike her ass. Anyways, things are starting to wrap up in the club. I want to tell you guys something that's very important because it's going to be important to the plot later. But Cantos, while, you know, Ghost was down there beating the shit out of that Mexican guy, was upstairs telling Tasha about the numbers that they made in the club. Tasha insisted to see him. And, well, she's not very impressed with the numbers at all. But that's because she's used to drug money. This is going to come up later and be a problem. Anyways, my man Ghost sent Tasha home because things are going to wrap up in the club. She's not very happy about this. See, she wants Ghost to go home with her. Problem is, Ghost doesn't want to, and I don't blame him. Tasha's kind of annoying. She is bad as hell though, at least. Anyways, he goes outside to relish in the moment, to look at his nightclub and think about his pops. Someone who also owned a nightclub, but his got taken away. Not because he did anything wrong, it's just that, you know, that nigga was broke. Man, I did it, Pops. And I'm proud of myself, cuz. Everything I ever wanted to do in life, it all led to this moment, Pops. I'm better than you now. Your ass was broke as hell, lost your nightclub. I kept mine. And that right there is the real truth. But
Boo, that was trash.
Now, Ghost's whole operation is completely 86th right now. You see, they don't know who hit him and why or how. So, unfortunately, they gotta cancel Christmas. Shut down the whole show. And by show, I don't mean literally this show. I mean, they're not selling drugs currently. Can't really make any money if, you know, you don't have drugs to sell. Him and Tommy are outside having a discussion about meeting with the plug and maybe expanding. But unfortunately, they can't currently because they gotta figure out this problem. Somebody robbed them and there might be a mole. So until they figure things out, no more expanding, no more drugs. Ghost goes back to his crib and he ends up putting his tank top in his safe. I have no idea why he didn't just bury it, burn it, do something to it. He put it in a safe, which I mean, I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't really make sense to me because later on he's just going to ask his wife to go burn it for him, but he could have just burned it himself. I don't really understand. Speaking of wife, the next morning this man Ghost wakes up and well, for the very first time in Power, and it won't be the last time because Power is like 30% plot and 70% sex scenes, he bangs his wife. And it's pretty hot and heavy. You can tell he doesn't really like his wife though because he turned her on her belly, hit it from the back, and then got up. Hit it from the back, watch a nigga blast you. All right, my fault. Now he says he's got to get up and go to the club. So he gets up to get ready. While this is happening, Tasha, her mom, and all of the kids are in the living room and kitchen, you know, having breakfast. I don't know Tasha's mom's name, I'm gonna be honest, but this is their little baby, who I also don't remember the name of. This is Raina, their oldest daughter, and her twin brother, Tariq. Yep, Tariq St. Patrick, the great savior of the Power franchise. Tariq's season is widely renowned. A lot of people like it. I happen to also love it. I mean, it had to grow on me though because, well, fuck Tariq, but you guys don't understand why I'm saying that yet. Anyways, he goes to the club, and him and Tommy meet up. Now, they're on their way to go meet their plug, Lobos, to tell them that they got hit. But Cantos calls them ahead of time, and they have a conversation about this old guy named Stern. He's one of those Epstein Island folks, you know. He probably was on them files. But he owns a bunch of nightclubs, and Cantos thinks that maybe they can get involved with some business. But first, Ghost has to have a conversation with this guy who I thought would be very, very more intimidating than this. I mean, this nigga does not look scary at all. Lobos, we got hit last night. What the fuck do you mean you got hit last night? Bro, who the hell do you think you talking to, cuz? Oh my God, why your voice changed like that? Man, throughout this whole video, my voice gonna change. Anytime I need to get ghetto on y'all niggas, I'ma sound like this. But you know, normally when I'm calm, I'll just sound like this. But sometimes niggas be playing with me, cuz. But anyways, I got a plan, I'ma fix things, you feel me? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the disc
discombobulator, move it to the jabaculator, and jacking these, and then I'm gonna take the jickle gang to the jickle man and the urban derman, and I'm gonna take the meniscus and move it around the bedickle dang, around the jickle jang and the jiggle yang. Man, speak English. Hey man, I'm gonna kill whoever robbed us, cuz.
Oh, yes, you will. Because if you don't, I might have to kill you, Ghost. We need you away from the streets, you know? Maybe working a day or two, painting, doing little, you know, zesty shit somewhere. So at this point, Tommy and Ghost decide that they gotta go around and talk to everyone. Try to figure out who the hell robbed them. So they end up going to Annabelle. This fat guy that is, works with the, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember exactly what gang this nigga works for. So they tell him that they got 50 bands for whoever did it. 75 if they bring him alive. That's a whole lot of bands. Not gonna hold you. Now Tommy ends up going to Ghost's crib that night. They have a little dinner, and then they end up having to have a little conversation. The conversation about what they're gonna do if they find out who really robbed them.
Man, so what the hell are we gonna do, man? Like, let's just say it is Annabelle people, one of the RSKs.
Man, we gonna kill all them bitches. Take their whole crew out if we have to. Show them we not playing no more, cuz.
Okay, I hear you, man, but we can't just have them riding around with guns and shit. Cause then it turns from distribution to distribution with a fucking gun, Tommy. Now they doing 15 years and shit.
Man, you think I care about them doing fucking 15 years? They gonna have to eat that charge, cuz.
Man, what if it's more to this, man? Like, what if we can get out of this shit?
Get out of this shit? What the fuck you mean get out of this shit? Fuck you, a laxative?
Man, wouldn't that be getting the shit out of me instead of getting out the...
Man, stop correcting me, cuz.
Man, you right, man. Whatever, bro. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep running the nightclub, washing the money, and we gonna get everything right, man. We need more money so we can keep this shit running long term, right?
See, that's the Ghost I like to hear, man. And you can see that there's a discrepancy between these two, right? There's a little bit of tension. Because on one hand, Ghost wants to get out of the game, but it's like nobody wants to let him. Not Tommy's crazy ass, and not even his wife. He goes to Tasha that night and asks her straight up, what did you see when you first saw me? When you first met me? And she tells this dude, she saw the greatest drug dealer in New York. Then he asks, well, is that all you saw? And Tasha's like, well, what else is there to see? I love our life. I love everything about you. Ghost just wanted his wife to say, I saw a businessman, a leader, an entrepreneur, somebody that could get out of the game. But instead, she just basically admitted that she never wants him to quit selling drugs because it's funding her stupid ass life. Remember earlier when I told you that there was context for why he would leave a fine ass dark skinned woman for the shorty that says Lemon Pledge and Family Guy? All right, I'm sorry. That's the last one. Not! That's a burnt peanut reference, if you guys know who that is. But anyways, Ghost is at the club that night with Tasha, and he ends up seeing, well, the person we were just talking about, Angela Valdez. Angie, who was his sweetheart when he was growing up. He saw her and started running, bro. This man looked like he was freaking out like Franklin Satan at one scene. Oh my God, Angie, how swell is it to see you, beautiful? Oh my God, Jamie, it's been so long. Yeah, it's been about 15 years, 3 weeks, 2 days, 67 minutes, and 4 seconds. What? Who's keeping count anyway? But Angie, oh my God, you look so great. I'm so happy to see you. You have no idea. I've been thinking about you ever since you ran away from home, went to Chode, never talked to me again, even though I called you 376 and a half times. How did you call a half a time? Oh, well, I called, but I just hung up before it rung, so I didn't really count that as a whole one. You know, I didn't have the courage anymore. Oh, okay. Anyway, here, take my number. My wife is probably in the car with my driver right now, masturbating in the back seat because she saw me with you, you know, because that's what you do, you know, when you see your husband just speaking to someone and have no way of knowing if he's actually cheating or anything. You get in the back of the car and you play with yourself for someone that looks like they should be playing for the New York Knicks. Okay. Talk to you later, Jamie. Yeah, I wish I was lying to you guys, but Tasha literally went in the car, went home and started playing with herself so Sean could see it in the mirror. Shorty was doing the beatbox challenge in the back seat. Anyways, in the meantime, in between time, Ghost is, meeting with Tommy and the rest of his people. He's hooked up with Ruiz. Now, Ruiz is a gang member that they work with. He gets drugs from them because, you know, they're distributors. But he's promised them a bunch of guns to put their men on the streets, keep them armed, because someone also attacked and robbed Ruiz's people. Killed one of their guys, shot him in the head. Apparently, that guy had a family.
Whoop-de-doo.
Well, Angie would, potentially end up being a big problem to Ghost and Tommy. Not because, you know, she would facilitate Ghost cheating, not because she's a bad person. It's just because she's a federal agent. Yeah, she works for the DEA, nigga. What a swell person to get with as a drug lord. Can't even believe. But I mean, to be fair to Ghost, playing devil's advocate, he didn't know that she worked for the DEA. But maybe, I don't know, ask her, hey, what are you doing for work nowadays? Not that she'd tell you anyway, because she's a fucking DEA agent. But what do I know? Tommy and Ghost talk about her in the car the next day.
okay? And he's explaining to her, oh, it's just a friend that I met 18 years ago. And Tommy's telling her, hey man, you might not want to cheat on Tasha. You got a really good girl who loves you and your kids. You guys have 3 kids, by the way. And on top of that, she's a rider. She'd probably kill someone for you. And this bitch Angie, well, she's kind of mid. But you know, Ghost isn't gonna listen to her or anything. Why would he? Anyways, this dude's an idiot. Then this next scene, well, Ghost does that dumbass shit that I told you about. He ends up calling Tasha, telling her to burn the tank top. And she helps herself to a big stack of cash to go shopping. Cause yeah, that's what you need. More money to go shopping. Even though you literally have a joint account with him with a bunch of money in it. But you know, why use that when I can take more money from the guy who I have a joint account with? Anyways, it makes no sense, but it makes sense, I guess. Now Lobos goes to meet with Ruiz. Hey man, y'all got me in a fucking boxing gym? What the fuck? This is Rocky Balboa, cuz? Excuse me, son. This is a sacred place. I'm gonna need you to calm down. But listen, son. Wait a minute, son. Did you just call them the N-word? What the fuck? Yeah, I said it. I do business with riggers. But you and I, we speak the same language. Shit, I don't care who money I kick, as long as I'm getting paper. You feel me? Yo, son, you are clearly racist, and I don't even know if I want to work with you, son. Like, respectfully, I don't want to know if I would want to work with somebody that would get canceled, son. Like, literally, someone could clip you saying that shit and say that you're racist, and your whole organization is blown up. Now you on TMZ. I'm just saying. Ghost and Angela go and have dinner after this. They have a whole conversation about how she ran off the chode and how she should have been there for him. None of that truly matters though, because she wasn't, and she did. Tommy's also doing some very snaky stuff at the club. I'm kind of going through these like bullet points because they're not super important, but they are. Anyways, Tommy's pulling up on Cantos and he's grabbing the money personally, not doing the deposit slips anymore. I don't know why he's doing this, but I guess Tommy feels like, well, this is our, drug money and we're washing it, so I'm gonna go take it. Kind of makes sense. Anyways, what is important is at the end of this, we find out that Angela is in a task force, her and all of her comrades, and she's the deputy to the person leading it. For some reason, Ghost is very safe and doesn't mind being hidden behind the shadow and the veil of his name. No one even knows his name. No one even knows his nickname. But what they do know is that, well, they know what Lobos looks like. This nigga just be out and about, doesn't even care. Fuck is wrong with this guy? He's not even trying to hide himself. Now they feel like if they can find a distributor, who would be Ghost and Tommy, that, they'd be able to strike a deal with him. Basically put him in a situation where they would snitch on Lobos. Little do they know, they're messing with actual gangsters. They're not gonna do that. They literally kill people and don't even blink an eye. You know who else killed someone? Their fucking courier in an elevator. See, this random bitch right here is the one that's been robbing him and hitting him. This bitch with pink shoes on. First off, why do you have these nasty pink shoes on? Are they wedge heels? I don't know if I can trust women that wear wedges. If you're a woman, you probably don't understand that. But if you're a man, well, them shits are gross. What are you, 48? All your kids are grown and you have a cat now? Put some real heels on. Anyways, Shorty in the elevator ended up killing some guy with a tattoo on his neck. But not before she got her face sliced open. Anyways, she did a 911. She went and got picked up and took to the hospital. But while this is happening, Tommy and Ghost, they have to discuss what they're going to do next. Tommy suggests maybe asking Lobos for help, but obviously they can't do that because what if Lobos is the one that's sending the hits in the first place? They could be walking right into a setup. Tommy also decides to let Sean help them cut the body up. I guess it's them trying to get him involved in the streets a little bit. He's Kanan's son, so they can't have him out here being a bitch. Kanan going to get out to his son being a hoe. Also, is it Thanksgiving right now? Like, are they carving a turkey up? What the fuck? Oh, I guess it is because Paz, Angela's sister, came over to cook for her because Angela's lonely, doesn't have any children, and well, no one else is going to cook for her. Now Paz is having a conversation about Angela's boyfriend, Greg, and basically saying, hey, my son, he's basically grown. There's not going to be any kids left after that. You want to put a bun in the oven, or are you going to let your fucking oven break? AKA, are you going to have kids because you're getting old? Kind of messed up though, don't you think? Anyways, Sean and Tommy are having a conversation. They just got done chopping a body up and Sean looks completely displeased. Yo, real quick. When I say real quick, that means I got a banger. Yes, sir. This time on the Gaming Lore channel, Send Those Games. And I dropped that God of War joint last time. Y'all ran it up 100K first vid? Sheesh. But this time I'm doing Mortal Kombat. Yeah, exactly. Every single Mortal Kombat game in one video, that joint crazy. So make sure you hit this little eye right here or go in the pinned comment or description and go run that up. After you finish this video though, you feel me? Don't click off of this one or you're a bitch. You feel me? But I love y'all. Bye. And uncomfortable. That motherfucker hitting that blunt like he needed that shit. Hey man, you stick with us, you have a nice car like this one day.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even care about no car. I'm about to fucking vomit, Uncle Tommy.
Shut your whole ass up. Anyways, man, hit that blunt. You be all right. We might need you one day, little dude. So be all hands on deck with us. Because when we go to war, nigga, we gonna need you get in the field, cuz. Your big ass. You might not even need a gun. Just start smacking niggas from across the way. What's your wingspan, about 2 miles?
Man, they called me the Big Reaper in school, man. They called me a mix between Kevin Durant, Shaquille O'Neal, and that one nigga, Gary Coleman.
Man, you look like the nigga that was beating that bitch in Medea. But that's besides the point.
Anyways, back to club. Tommy pops up and he's still trying to hit on the redhead Holly. See, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he asked Ghost about this in the first episode, but Ghost just responded and said,
"Don't touch the merchandise, motherfucker."
But obviously Tommy's not going to listen because it's Tommy and that's not what he does. Now Ghost meets one of these club advisors, people that connect people with business, gets them in magazines, all types of stuff. They're about to do some big business. Specifically, well, maybe, with a guy named Stern. I was telling you about him earlier. Him and Epstein are, well, thunder buddies. You can suck my dick. We both bond together because we like to buy kids. All right, my fault. That was crazy. But, you know, he looks like a guy that buys children. Anyways, Ghost ends up going home, and Tasha is waiting up for him in bed in some really, really sexy lingerie. Wish she was waiting up for me. I would have broke her back in. But instead of doing that, Ghost decided that he's going to break his phone and get a new one. They do that from time to time. But he's also going to learn everything about Simon Stern and the Epstein files. Now, the task force has a meeting after this, and basically, I'll try to speed it up for you because this part is boring as fuck. Well, Agent Sachs went around the chain of command. He went and got a wiretap, got information on this guy named Nomar, and Nomar is the person that set up this meeting with Lobos and Ruiz. So if they can get him, they can probably get information on it. That's what they think anyway. One of the head honchos in the agency comes in and, well, Angie looks like a dumbass. That's pretty much everything that happened. Anyways, moving on. Tasha in these fine ass sweats. Are these tight sweats with yoga pants? I don't know what you call them, but that ass is assing. Anyways, her and Sean are having a conversation the next day, and well, Tasha feels lonely. This Ghost is paying no attention to her. Sean straight up talking to Tasha about the moment, and well, obviously Tasha doesn't want to talk about it. Like, bitch, why is you in here trying to talk about what happened between me and you, and my fucking husband is in the other room? What are you, a dumbass? People just be doing shit. Really stupid shit, by the way. I don't really understand it, but you know what? I'm not even gonna question it. Oh yeah, by the way, Angie also hits Greg up, and she's, well, pretty mad about everything that happened, because it's his fault that Agent Sachs even got the ups on her and went around her in the first place. But she doesn't want to go public with their relationship, because why would she? She doesn't even like Greg, which is made abundantly clear the more that we get into this season. But she doesn't want to tell him that because, well, then she'd have to, I don't know, hold herself accountable. And we all know that women don't do that. Okay, I'm sorry. I know y'all in the comments like,
Yo, Sin, don't say women don't hold themselves accountable.
it's jokes. It's all for entertainment.
Y'all should hold yourself accountable a little bit more, though.
But that's besides the point. Anyways, Angie goes to meet Ghost at this club, and they're having a little conversation. He's playing a song, and he tells her that he's having a big party tonight, one for Vogue, and that she should come through. Angie doesn't want to at first. She's kind of apprehensive, but eventually she agrees to it. And why wouldn't she? She's a hoe, and so is Ghost. Two hoes in a pod. You know what's crazy? Later that night, Tommy and Tariq are playing a game, and Tariq was in this season maybe 4, 5 times. Like, who would have known that this kid was going to be a very pivotal part of the future of the show? A very, very big part of the show. Not only this show, but his own show and other shows and just the Power Cinematic Universe. It's like Marvel, except for it's guys with guns and drugs and really beautiful women that also will kill guys with guns and drugs. It's like trash TV, except for it's so good. Anyways, Tommy goes to meet Julio, one of their main guys. It's like he's the top dog under the 2 top dogs. It's like them 2 and then him, and well, you know how it goes. Anyways, one of the couriers is on his way, but the elevator's broke. And this is bad. I say it's bad because the bitch with the pink shoes, pink shoes, pink shoes, pink shoes, pink shoes. All right, I'm sorry. It's a Boondocks reference. Anyways, Pink Shoes is back on the scene. She starts fucking chasing this guy. Luckily, he's smart enough to go hide. Eventually, she has to leave because, well, she thinks that he got away. Whole time, he's just hiding behind a pillar. Like, there's a bunch of pillars in here in this parking garage. Why wouldn't you think, if I was this guy, what would I do? No, I don't know. Maybe hide behind one of them? You fucking idiot. Ghost and Tasha are out at dinner right now. What a swell dinner. Angie's at the crib and she's reminiscing, looking at old pictures of Jamie. She keeps love letters from this nigga, pictures of this guy. Anyways, this dude Craig ends up popping up, trying to apologize to her with some Chinese food because he's broke as a bitch. While they're in there making up with really bad food and a questionable meat that for some reason I never think is chicken, Tasha's asking Ghost about what's going on. He's acting weird, changing your phone numbers, being strange, ducking, being home, and Ghost just blames it on the fact that they've been getting robbed. So Tasha gives him this idea of something that happened with the Dominicans before, where you take different body parts and, well, send them to different garages. But basically she's saying, hey, the guy that did this, the one that you caught, cut this nigga up, send it to everybody, send him a message. It's like sending a raven in Game of Thrones, except for it's gross and it's body parts. Anyways, Ghost has to get to the club. Got a big party with Vogue tonight, and he's supposed to be meeting Angie there. But that's not what's gonna happen. You see, Greg gave Angie some information. Okay, Angie, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Oh my God, Greg, what do you want? Listen, you know the Nomar guy? Well, we found out, right, by looking through his phone, that he's been talking to Ruiz's daughter, who's 14 years old. Yeah, at first we thought we were looking through Robert Kelly's phone, you know, the R&B guy, he fucks kids and shit, but then we find out that it's not. It's actually fucking Nomar's phone. Are you serious? Yeah, so now we got an angle. We're definitely gonna get him to tell now. Oh my God. Oh, Greg, I can't believe that you did this for me. Oh, I didn't do it for you. I'm actually kind of using you right now for sex, and then eventually I'm going to work my way up the ranks. You know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, and also my dick. But that's besides the point. Wait, what? Now, after this, there's another sex scene that I can't show you guys because, you know, YouTube stuff. But just imagine, one room has two chicken thighs humping each other, and one is a beautiful, beautiful black man and a beautiful black woman making pure and passionate love. I can hear him in the comment section now saying, why always this subtle racism towards white people? Well, na boo boo. I don't really care what you guys think because I'm half white. My mom's white. I can say what I want about white people. Eat my ass. Now, my man Ghost is on the way to the club, and Angie ends up standing him up. This is not going to be the first and probably not the last time that this happens. Well, because Angie's, well, she's a thought. Anyways, Ghost is in the club ignoring Tommy. He's called this nigga like over 10 times, and for some reason, this douchebag has not picked up the phone.
They taking pictures with this bitch? Man, what the fuck, you wanna be in the press or something? Man, if they see you in the motherfucking paper, they gonna start asking questions, man. You're out of this black ass, ape ass, nasty, raisin looking mouth.
Hey, hold on, cuz, man. You too white to be talking like that now, cuz.
My fault, man. My fucking ancestors came out. But listen, man, you can't be in the paper, man. Then you ain't no motherfucking Ghost no more.
Man, whatever, man. I hear you, man, but whatever, cuz. Out here looking like a fucking uncooked chicken nugget, man. I'm tired of this shit.
You know who else is tired? Nomar, bro. He in the interrogation room the next day, and he's thinking everything's sweet.
Excuse me, can I please have my lawyer? Like, y'all ridiculous. I'm just saying, like how the fuck is you gonna say that I'm supposed to be in here, man? And then you gonna try to threaten me with jail time. I already been inside, man. And you know what, you in there, they do be having sex with you. I'm just saying. So you know that I already been getting humped on, and I don't care. I kinda like it when they hump me a little bit. They be stroking my hair, telling me I'm a pretty boy. Oh, hold on. Who the fuck is this? Excuse me, I'm sorry, Mrs. Officer. I feel like Lil Wayne right now in Young Money, cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I fuck with Mrs. Officer. I'm just saying. Mrs. Officer, let me take the handcuffs off for you.
Can you shut the fuck up? Listen, we have a 14-year-old girl's vagina in your phone, and it is Ruiz's daughter. And if he finds out, you know he's gonna kill you.
Excuse me, kind officer, kind stranger, please do not put this fake evidence on me. We are in 2026. That shit is a deep fake. I know that shit AI, bro. That real shit. They did that on ChatGPT. I'm just saying. Okay, but I'm gonna be honest though. I don't want to die to Ruiz, so I'm gonna sign your paper. I'm gonna be an informant, okay? This shit is some bullshit though. I swear to God, I should have got a lawyer, but I can't afford one on account of the fact that I'm broke as fuck and I be eating ramen noodles every day because I don't have enough money to eat and survive. But that's besides the point.
Now at this point, all the body parts that they've been, you know, cutting up and taking from here to there, they're getting to their designated and actual locations with the RSKs, with the Salado Nation, this fat ass nigga that looks like a blueberry, and Ruiz. Ruiz got a head though, which is crazy, because who decided who got what body part? And why did my man Ruiz have to get a head? They also have to decide what to do with the girl that got her face cut, and Tommy wanted to kill her, but Ghost has decided, because of Tasha's advice, to give her some security so she'll never flip on him. So they promote her, they give her flowers. Tommy asks this man, Julio, how'd you kill her? All the hospitals and the loud noises, how did you possibly kill her without anyone knowing? And then Julio kindly told Tommy,
wait, I didn't kill her. I promoted her like Ghost said. Did I do it wrong? Man, you know what? I was about to get mad in this bitch, but I ain't even tripped. Nigga, Ghost gonna turn me into the Incredible Hulk the way I'm about to fucking rage out.
Anyways, Tasha goes to the club looking for Ghost, but really, she's trying to get some information. You know how she is. But she ends up calling Sean. Hey, Sean, I'm just trying to, find out where my husband is. I'm so worried. I haven't heard from him. You don't know where he is, do you? Can you tell him, I didn't call and check up on him? He would be so mad. It could be our little secret, Sean.
Of course, Tasha, you know I got you, man. I don't really care about nothing except for your body and, playing basketball, because I be hooping, you feel me? Real shit.
Okay, Sean, I didn't ask that, but whatever. Now, the whole time that this is going on, Ghost is with Angie. They go to get a hot dog. Angie buys them a hot dog as a, hey, I'm sorry I stood you up gesture, which is like, what you fucking broke? Did you bought me a hot dog? Anyways, after this, they go to this museum that they went to when they were kids. They have this conversation about how it just feels right being with her and spending time with her. And of course, before they kiss, she gets a call from her job. So she ends up dipping off. Tommy goes to the club to pick some money up, regular schmeggler. And Ghost, well, Ghost is doing ghost things, reminiscing of old times, looking at a whale keychain, thinking to herself, damn, I should have smacked those. Anyways, Angela's boss back at the office, after calling her 1,000 times, tells her, hey, you gotta stop focusing on a nigga because you might blow your shot. You have to be available at all times. No kids, no husbands, nothing. Because someone calls you and you don't pick up or take that shot, you're gonna lose it. Her big boss wanted her to go to a poker game. I have no idea why you would want Angela to go to a poker game, but whatever, who knows? Anyways, everything's starting to hit the fan. The bitch got her face cut. She's got a crazy scar. She looks fucking terrible. It's like a centipede in her face. Ghost went home and is catering to his crying baby, who for some reason has his whale keychain in her crib now. Tasha's in the back of the car with Sean being a hoe. And the girl with the pink shoes got a text from whoever's hiring her to go back to Florida. The job is off for now. I have no idea why, but whatever. It's not for me to know. I don't really care that much. We then continue to episode 3. They in here going crazy right now. VIP section, getting this paper. There's black guys and girls here too, sprinkled throughout, but it's mainly white folks, which I guess makes sense for this type of scene and this type of music. I wouldn't want to be in that fucking club either. Where the fuck is the Crank That Soulja Boy at? I'm in here listening to, fuck is this techno? I never want to be in a club where people are going and bobbing their head and punching the air to it. Anyways, there's a guy in this club tonight that decided he's going to be a drug dealer and he's going to go to the club to sell blow to random women. Unfortunately, his blow is stepped on. I mean, I'm talking about really stepped on, like the stoop kid stepped on, aka it's bad coke. Don't sniff that shit. Your nose ain't never gonna be the same again. Now Angie's at the crib working, completely ignoring James because, her boss told her to. Let's see how long that lasts. Oh look, it's Greg, the fucking simp wonder. This man Greg never takes a hint, completely gets ignored by Angie, who doesn't want to be in a public relationship, and then decides that he's gonna keep going to her house. And then this nigga just eating her pussy. What the fuck? I would never in the world have a girl ignoring me, not wanting to be public with me, and I'm just going to her house eating her coochie for free? Anyways, that's not important. What is important is there is a random white woman ODing in this bathroom. I don't really know if it's an overdose. Is it an overdose if it's bad coke? I don't know the difference. I once saw someone overdose in real life and someone brought them back to life with a taser. That was a experience I never want to see again. It also smelled bad because she shit on herself, but that's besides the point. Anyways, they have EMTs on standby. Wow, what a club. It's like a club, a hospital, a place to pick up hoes, basically a brothel. Anyways, what's important is that Shorty definitely had some bad coke and James has to get to the bottom of it for multiple reasons. One, if Shorty decides that she's gonna go to the police, she might wanna, I don't know, put a lawsuit on Truth. And that's the hard truth. Anyways, Tasha's back at home calling James, telling him to come home while she's sipping what seems to be Moet. I don't know if that's Moet or not. I just named an alcohol. I don't drink that often, maybe once a year. It's usually on my birthday and in very large amounts. I'm not perfect, okay? Yes, I drink sometimes. I'm not really supposed to, but I do because whatever. Fucking sue me. Anyways, Angela and Greg, they decide to run up on Nomar. Find out what they got for him. See if he's got any information besides talking to a new 14-year-old girl. And well, Nomar doesn't really got much information besides the fact that he's a nasty pedophile. He tries to give him some bullshit about someone selling weed, but they're DEA agents. Do you think they really care about fucking marijuana? What kind of cops do you think they are? The kind that are playing cops, nigga? Tommy and Ghost get to catch up. They're having a quick conversation about how people are going to be expecting a re-up soon. It's almost time to reopen the shops. They also replaced the courier that got sliced in the face with some white girl with nice tits. Tommy's words, not mine. Anyways, Ghost is in the car with Sean, having a conversation with him about what happened at the chop shop, and also telling him Tommy's fucking crazy, and also mentioning that he should probably go see his dad. So Sean is going to go see Kanan. It's going to be our first time seeing 50 Cent in the show so far. Not going to be the last though. Trust and believe that. Anyways, my man Ghost gets woken up by Tasha singing it. Just look at this nigga face. This nigga woke up like he was happy for 1 second, realized it was Tasha, and the utter look of disgust. Now he's supposed to go to the bank with Tasha this morning. They go at the first of the month together, look over the accounts, see how much money's in there, etc., see how they're doing. But well, Ghost can't go because there's a headline of a girl fucking ODing in his club. Yay! Hooray! Now he tells Tasha that she's a smart girl and she can figure it out herself. She out there with the nice heels on, got the little pantsuit. Look at her go. What a wonderful, wonderful time to be a dumbass that has a husband who's cheating on you. Anyways, Ghost goes to talk to Cantos about the headline, and they want to get ahead of it. They basically want to set up a little sting operation in the club, try to find out who's selling it, and pretty much scare him so he never comes back. Now, Cantos says maybe they should turn him over to the police or something, but obviously, nigga, no. Not about to work with the fucking police. At least I don't think he would. We'll just have to see. Anyways, Cantos has this big log in there. A log with everyone's name, the birth date, their ID, their weight, height, shit, everything. What a smart guy this Cantos. Ghost knew he'd be useful for something. He kinda is. It's being creepy, because why the hell do you have people's heights and weights in here? Kind of freaky ass mathematician. Alright, anyways, Tasha ends up going to the bank and she realizes that there's money missing. She looks on the log and there was a day that James came in without her. This is how she finds out that he took money to pay for the nightclub. They're gonna have a conversation about it. Just wait on it. Oh, we also saw Liliana again. Her face looks disgusting. It looks like she got in a fight with the one nigga from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Basically, it looks like the Lacoste logo on her face. Fucking fish swoop. Nike, just do it on her shit. Alright, my fault. Now, Ghost decides to go talk to a lawyer, so he uses it for a reason to call Angie. Really, he just wants to see her, but whatever. He goes to the hospital to talk to the girl that OD'd on that bad coke. I keep calling it OD, but I don't know if that's what happened or not. He just wants to make sure she doesn't want to have a lawsuit, because if she does, I mean, I gotta kill this bitch. Alright, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna kill her, I don't think, but don't quote me on that. What I do know is that this bitch, her mom is from Ukraine. What the fuck? But also, Ghost is just trying to talk to her to find some information about who this guy might be. He gets a basic description of him. That way, they can find him and beat his ass.
Hey, so let me ask you a couple questions, sweetheart. What is this dude, the one that sold you that badass coke?
Oh, you mean the coke that was stepped on? Yeah, I kind of figured it was bad coke. It was kind of gray a little bit, but I really wanted to get high, and I was hoping there might be some fentanyl in it. I heard that shit's be getting niggas wasted.
Wait, excuse, first off, there's so many things to unpack here. You want to do fentanyl also? Did you just say nigga, cuz?
Yeah, my boyfriend's black, so I can say it.
What the fuck?
Anyways, while this is happening, Tommy's trying to hit on Holly again, but she ain't going for it. You know who is going for it? This little fine little black honey right here.
And what is her problem, man?
Oh, she's just a dick.
Well, okay. Are you a dick?
No, I'm Dominique.
Oh, okay. I'm Tommy, and I'm trying to show you something.
Trying to show me what?
Well, my name is Tommy. So like the little kid from the Rugrats, I'm trying to show you this pickle.
What?
Because of Tommy Pickles? Okay, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was trash.
And trash it was. Natasha has figured out completely that Ghost has used this money for the club, but she wants to hear from him, so she's gonna question him about it. Back at the agency, the DEA agency, the Drug Enforcement Agency, I'm sorry. I know it's corny, I'm sorry. They're talking about the fat guy, the one that wears blue all the time, looks like a blueberry, or I don't know, anything big and blue. But they have some speculation that he might be involved in things with Lobos, so they're gonna follow through on it. Angie's boss is the one that okayed this. She thinks that speculation is worth looking into. And me personally, I think she's fucking crazy. This guy clearly is not the head of no organization, and he's clearly not no super genius that just happened to put a hit on Ghost and Tommy. Anyway, Sean goes to see his dad. Finally gonna see 50 Cent. The GOAT! 50 Cent recently was in a beef with T.I., Tiny, and his two sons. One of the T.I.'s sons kind of snapped on his ass on the track. Brought up his dead mom, though. That was crazy. But hey, all's fair in love and talking about each other's mothers.
Damn, son. What's good with your black ass? Looking like the nigga that beat the girl up in Medina and shit.
Yo, Dad, that's fucked up, son. But listen, though, man, there been a lot of stuff going on. Uncle G been talking to me about you. He said that you was a bitch-ass nigga, but you was real back in the day.
Man, I ain't no bitch. I mean, you a bitch, clearly. But we gotta change that. Motherfucker son of mine gonna be no hoe.
Yo, Dad, that's messed up, cuz.
And what the fuck you got a speech impediment now? Put your hoe ass up.
Now, while Sean and him are talking, oh yeah, he took Sean's shoes, by the way. That was crazy. It seems that Julio and his buddy are about to get robbed. Somebody pulled up on him with a shotgun. Luckily for them, and unluckily for this nigga, Tommy's there. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This guy walked right into his trap card. You never want to be on the bad side of Tommy Egan, but you definitely don't want to be on the bad side of Tommy Egan when you're in the middle of robbing them for money and their drugs. I'd rather do anything but get caught by Tommy Egan while robbing Tommy Egan. Sorry I said his name so many times. I heard if you say it 18 times in a row, it'll summon him. I'm sorry, I've been watching Candyman too much. But that's besides the point. They got this guy, and now they're gonna torture him. Get the information out of him, because he's a dumbass. Ghost talks to Tommy about it.
Hey man, we got the guy, man. Call this dumbass.
Okay, man, fuck him, then fucking kill him then, cuz.
Now we gotta torture him, Ghost. You on some savage shit today. You good?
Man, I'm cool, man. I got a fucking wife tripping on me. Angie fine ass.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, man. You gotta stop saying she fine, man. Like, she's okay looking. Tasha looks way better than her. That's why I'm married to her in real life.
Wait a minute, you and Tasha are married in real life, cuz?
Yeah, man. You know I get hoes.
So they're about to torture this guy. By torturing, I mean they're gonna put small amounts of gasoline on very specific parts of his body and set them on fire. What a wonderful day. I just love getting set on fire. I love when people turn me into Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four. They called me Human Torch when I was growing up. And it wasn't because I was literally on fire, it's because I had gonorrhea. But that's besides the point. I'm still burning. Herpes, HIV, they call me Young Magic Johnson now. Anyways, eventually they get the information they need out of him. They find out that the person who hired him was working with the fat ass Mexican guy. His name is Hannibal. I keep forgetting it because he's not really important, but whatever, who cares? Anyways, this is all a setup, clearly. Hannibal's too dumb to have even done this. Hired this douchebag? Why would he do it? Motherfucker told. You're gonna hire somebody, you gotta hire somebody that ain't gonna tell. That's willing to get shot in their head for the love of the game. Not this lame ass dude. Oh yeah, also Tasha's still trying to have this conversation with Ghost about the money he took. And Angie, she's talking to Nomar's pedophile ass, trying to figure out any information she can. She tells Nomar that there's a guy that got a foot in the mail. And he says,
Excuse me. First off, ma'am, I'm gonna need you back up 10 feet. It's COVID out and your breath is very, very hot. But that's besides the point. You should probably be thinking about Listerine patches, maybe a Mentos. I'm just saying. Perhaps a Tic Tac. I'm just saying. And I ain't talking about the game with the X's and O's, but that's besides the point. Ruiz, well, he got sent a head in the mail, ma'am. A whole fucking head, okay? That shit was disgusting.
now Tasha is having a conversation with Ghost about this money. And she is very, very, very upset. I'd be upset too if my husband was hiding things from me, like the fact that he took a big ass lump sum and bought a club with it. But then again, it is Ghost's money, even though Tasha says she helped him get every cent. I don't know how much of that is true. We'll probably find out whenever the prequel comes out, you know, Power Origins. Super excited about that show, by the way, because I mean, why wouldn't I be? Now Ghost is talking to Tasha in this moment and he keeps telling her like, hey, I want to get out of the game. We can have it all. We already have it all, baby. Right here with your drug money and the fact that you could die at any second or go to prison, get humped on by a guy that's 2 times your size. I don't care about any of that because I'm going to be right here, clean from it all and having all of your money, reaping the benefits of all the hard work you've done.
Yo, what the fuck, huh?
Anyways, Ghost pops up on the guy that they accidentally killed. They don't even realize that the guy's dead. Now Ghost wants to see Hannibal, ask him questions about the product that, well, this guy said he stole. But obviously, Hannibal's telling him, hey man, I'm a fucking amateur. I wouldn't hire this dumbass. And Ghost, well, he doesn't want to kill somebody that's ahead of this gang without finding out information about it. He says he's not going to kill a Primera unless he has proof. Makes sense. You don't want to start a war, not when you can avoid one. Now Ghost wants to have a meeting. Sit down in front of everybody, talk to him, look him in their eye, and find out who the fuck's stealing from him. The person who is thriving still, once they cut the pipeline off, is the one that's probably robbing them. Tommy is very displeased with this because he doesn't really want to have a meeting and cut the pipeline off. Less money means Lobos is less happy, means they're less powerful. And Lobos is apparently a scary man. I really don't get intimidated by him at all, but hey, what do I know? I'm not by the guy, and he also is a fictional character. But I mean, come on, bro, at least get someone scarier. This guy looks like a bitch. Anyways, Nomar tells Angie about this big meeting that's happening because, you know, Nomar gets some information. It's not like he's completely cut off from everything. She goes back to the agency, tells him about this meeting, and that Nomar's on it. Hopefully he'll find out about it so they can be there. In the meantime, though, Ghost is trying to figure out what the fuck is going on and playing with a lighter. What does he think he has telekinesis or something? Nigga think he can manipulate fire now? Think he's the Avatar, nigga? He meets up with Angie, though. They have a little lunch, have a conversation about her meeting. She asks him about the dealer at the club and if they can find out about it. He keeps playing this I'm a hero thing. Look at me, I've changed my ways, I'm different. But he's still a fucking drug lord. She just doesn't know it yet. They end up sharing a kiss after lunch. And well, things are gonna get hot and heavy between them after this. That kiss just opened the floodgate and Sean's seen it all. Speaking of Sean, he has a conversation and tells him that he saw his pop and he feels guilty because he's out there on Easy Street and his dad's in prison. Ghost stops by and gives Tasha some jewelry, which I guess she's gonna take, but she's not really impressed. Their daughter's also choking on that whale, you know, the one that was in her crib. They get it out of her mouth though. She's okay, but she almost died. And you know who really gets the benefit from all of this? Angie. He brings her a brand new diamond necklace. Diamonds are forever. Forever. Yep, brand new super crazy diamond necklace too. Like, had to go VVS. Ended the 3rd episode with his kid almost dying from the whale keychain, from the fact that he was cheating on his wife, giving his actual wife cheap diamonds, and then giving Angie some crazy stuff. Wow, what a swell guy Ghost is. Oh, look at my beautiful diamonds. Oh, it's the beginning of episode 4, and I have real diamonds on my neck. I feel like one of those hoes in an MTV music video. I got these shits from Johnny Dang.
Yo, should I come over?
No, not right now. I'm over here dancing in diamonds, and all you do is buy me cheap Chinese food, you broke bitch. Anyways, back at Ghost crib, Tommy and Ghost have a conversation about the fat guy, and Ghost seems to think that he's too lazy and stupid to do anything like that. And you know what? I agree. Even though I feel like they're being a little fat phobic, but you know, that's besides the point.
Man, Tommy, this fat motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing. Take money.
Man, will you stop quoting Tupac? Damn, man. We're in New York.
Man, Tupac is from New York, cuz.
Man, he rapping the West Side. Stop playing. Anyways, none of that matters. You feel like you ain't do it. So who the hell did?
Man, I don't know, man. That's why we gotta sit back, find out who's still eating, even though we cutting off the pipeline. And then, boom, get their ass. You feel me?
Man, whatever. I'm about to go talk to that little bad bitch out. Go give her 2 bands and tell her suck something.
Man, I told you stop touching the merchandise, cuz.
Man, she ain't merchandise. That bitch used up. I mean, she could be merchandise at a pawn shop, but that's besides the point.
Now back at the club, Tommy, he did exactly that. He threw 2,000 at her and told her to suck something like a vacuum attachment. She said she wasn't gonna fuck him, but we know how these girls are. They say they're not gonna do anything with us, then they go on a date and decide they like us. Next thing you know, they trying to fuck us on the first date. Doesn't happen all the time, but it definitely happens. I'm a good girl. I would never have sex on the first day. Oh my God, these back shots are great.
Back shots, the best cereal in America. They're great.
Anyways, her and Tommy end up going to a bar, have a drink, talk about Tommy's childhood and how he was always fighting because, well, he was the white kid in the neighborhood. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it is what it is. I kind of understand it. Not really, actually. I was always the big kid in class, so I never really had to fight. But that's besides the point. When I did have to fight, though, I always felt bad because I'd be like 2 times the size of the other kid I'm fighting. Not my fault. Blame genetics. Anyways, while all of this is happening, Ghost is having a conversation with that club promoter bitch. You know, the redhead one. I really don't remember her name, but things are starting to move swimmingly, even though that drug thing happened. They really got to figure out what happened with that shit. Ghost decides that he's gonna go meet Angie, you know, after giving her these nice ass diamonds. And the truth finally comes out.
Man, Angela, I gotta tell you the truth, baby. I can't lie to you. I got a wife and 3 kids.
Oh my God. Well, I have a boyfriend, so it's kind of the same. I don't think we can do this anymore. I'm gonna take a cab home.
How you gonna get mad at me for having a wife and shit? And you got a boyfriend, man. You a hoe too, cuz.
In the meantime, when all this is happening, Tommy went to the bathroom and came out of the bar to someone grabbing Holly's ass. This isn't surprising to me at all because, you know, Holly's a whore, but that's besides the point. She did this shit on purpose so she could rob this guy of his necklace and also hoping that Tommy would beat him up. And he does. It's the perfect getaway for her. She got out of there, got to steal a necklace, and she gets to go have sex with Tommy at his house. They basically have sex, do cocaine, have more sex, do cocaine, have more sex, and yeah, Holly still isn't done. She does another bump at the end of their sexcapade and asks him how long until he's ready to go again. Calm down, diamond nipples. I know I'm describing all of these things and obviously I can't show you any of it, but just take my word for it. Her nipples were big as shit. It looked like 2 baby bottle heads. Lakeisha and Tasha went shopping. It's not super important, but Sean was all up on her body, like white on rice, fly to shit, you know, any of those things. Basically, Sean is a magnet and Tasha is metal. Anyways, Tasha also asked Ghost a bunch of questions about what's going on, and to Ghost, he's pretty angry because everything that he's doing for her and the family. I'll be honest with you, Ghost always talking about how he's doing this and doing that for the family, but he's also cheating on his wife. Is that for the family too, Ghost? I'm just trying to figure it out. Anyways, back to the DEA agency, Greg does a sick burn to the other agent about sucking on his mom's titty. Yep, that's what they talk about in the DEA office. Bunch of shit that doesn't matter. They seem to think that Annabelle is the one that is leading all of this stuff, these hits and all the extracurriculars, so they're gonna stay on them 24/7. I don't know why in the hell they think Annabelle is the one with all this infrastructure and power and money. All this dude does all day is eat McNuggets. I don't understand how you could possibly think he has the infrastructure, power, or strategy to run anything. Unless you're trying to figure out who's running all the smuggling rings in the McDonald's around New York, then he might be your prime suspect. Anyways, while this is happening, Angie goes to go meet Nomar, and Ghost and Tommy have an argument again about things going back to normal and working smoothly. Tommy just responds with,
"Man, what other things, nigga? I know you been talking about this dumbass nightclub again. I told you, man. We sell drugs, we shoot niggas, and we get paper. And fuck hoes and do codeine lean sometimes."
Anyways, Angie's gonna go meet Nomar again, like I said, but he's in the kitchen about to send his dick to Ruiz's 14-year-old daughter. What a swell guy. Right after that, he's talking to Angie about how informants get paid. He's seen it on TV, but doesn't look like he needs any money. Bro got that bling bling. Bling bling. Anyway, Isabel, Ruiz's 14-year-old daughter, I keep saying that she's 14 because this guy's sick, ended up telling him about the meeting at the Ba Sing restaurant downtown. Now Angie has the information on where the meeting is, so obviously they're gonna bug the place and try to figure out what the hell's going on there. Maybe get an eye on the distro. Speaking of distro, Tommy goes to talk to Tasha, and he's eating a pastrami sandwich. Nigga, you trying to bribe him with sandwiches? She in there asking questions about ghosts and truth truth and how Ghost has changed. Oh my God, my husband is changing. Ghost is changing, Tommy.
Man, he just opened a fucking nightclub up, man. He'll be all right.
No, he's not gonna be all right. This is terrible, Tommy.
Nah, man, whatever, man. He tripping. My man Ghost ain't never gonna change. I mean, he probably is gonna change a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But if he changed too much, don't worry about it. I'll shoot him in his face.
What? Now, Greg pops up at Angie's house after this, and they have the conversation about the fact that she has the address to the meeting. He gets to taking his clothes off, you know, regular degular stuff, stalking her because he likes her so much. Well, Greg, if you could just stalk anybody you like, there'd be a lot of free weirdos out here. Anyways, he goes to go in the drawer to maybe leave a couple of his things at her house since he's there all the time, and she blocks his hand.
Man, what the hell? What, you got something in there or something? Fuck, you hiding something, bitch?
Oh my God, Greg, watch your mouth.
Man, you always jickle-yanging with the ermine. Keep playing with me, meniscus. You my good. And you hiding stuff in the German with the ermine and the bickle yang. Jickle yang, manickle and the drawer yang.
Can you speak in English?
Man, bitch, you hiding something in the fucking drawer. I'm going home.
Okay, see you later, heavy good. Now, the next day they're at the meeting, you know, staking it out, regular police work. But Sax, well, him and his partner, they're watching Annabelle. And I'm gonna be honest, they probably should be doing something else. But Sax, well, he's terrible, so he probably isn't gonna do that. Anyways, none of that matters for the time being. But Ghost, Tommy, and Sean, well, they're on their way to their meeting. But they're gonna hit a okie doke and change locations the last minute, which is probably something you should do anyway, just in case that shit gets leaked. And speaking of leak, Hannibal's leaking right now. But it's not the tip of his penis because he ran into an extra large cheese pizza from Domino's. It was pepperoni and pineapple. But that's besides the point. You know the bitch with the pink shoes? She slit his throat. Yep, killed Annabelle in cold blood in front of 2 DEA agents who somehow didn't see anyone infiltrate the house while they are literally doing surveillance. But also, they didn't even hear any noise, didn't see anything strange. They just let this guy die. Literally dying, laying there, Kool-Aid leaking out of his neck. Anyways, on the way to the meeting, Ghost gets a call and he has to go back to the club. It's pretty important because, well, 2 crooked cops show up and they say they're there to bring the health department and the fire department and all this extra stupid shit because of the drug overdose. But really, they just want to collect some money. So Ghost pays them off, but they're going to be back for sure. Now, Angie's in there being a great agent, a super swell detective. Look at her. She's being smart, thinking about the fact that there's some underground buildings that might be connected, that there might be another way that they're going in. But really, they're just in an entirely different building. And see, Angie isn't as smart as she thinks she is. She wants to rush the restaurant because she thinks that they're already in there talking, but they're in a whole nother location talking. What a genius. Now, they make the move. Her and Greg decide, hey, you know what? We're gonna go in there. So they do. They rush the restaurant. And you know who's in there? Fucking patrons eating. Yeah, they're in there eating really cheap Chinese food. They're already having a bad day. And here y'all go, trying to bum rush them. Now they're having this meeting without Ghost, and Ruiz wants to know why he's making all these special meetings and he's not even coming to the damn meeting. Kinda makes sense. But anyways, Ruiz says that he can find another distributor. He has another guy ready. And this makes Tommy, well, turn the pipeline back on. Bro couldn't hold. They be telling all these crypto buyers, hold. But Tommy could not hold on. Thought Ruiz was gonna take his business elsewhere at one time, and he turns the pipeline right back on. What a dumbass. Speaking of dumbass, well, Ghost, he's back at the house. And guess who's on the phone with him? Felipe Lobos. And you know that problem that he was supposed to take care of? You know, the one that involved the person robbing people, killing people? It wasn't taken care of. You see, Lobos, he knows that Annibal's dead. And because of that, they run into a little bit of problem. The problem being that Lobos is pissed. He's got people in the NYPD, so he already knows what's going on. Ghost keeps telling him he's going to take care of things, but doesn't seem like that's what's going to happen. This leads to Tommy and Ghost having a pretty big altercation. Ghost accuses him of killing Annabelle. Thomas says he hasn't done it, but look at how these niggas is grabbing each other collars. What the? Y'all gonna fight or not? This some real brother shit, I ain't gonna lie. I done definitely had situations where I had to grab my little bro up. One of my mans grabbed me up. We don't really want to fight for real, but we mad. Shit, sometimes we had to run the fade real quick, but we dapped up and that was that. I know Tommy and Ghost probably don't fought each other hella times. Anyways, remember the guy that was dealing drugs? Well, he came back finally, and Holly found him. So you know who he hit up? The one guy that can take care of everything, Tommy Egan. Yep, that's right. Tommy and Julio popped up, took this guy outside and beat his ass. Told him not to sell drugs anymore because his shit could get people killed. And honestly, I feel him. That dude's shit literally almost killed somebody. Angie's back at the crib crying. She had a terrible day, but also she keeps looking at the diamond necklace and, well, she realizes that she loves Ghost and that she can't just be friends with him. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Tasha was being a hoe again. She called Sean over for groceries, but he's the one that got to see some groceries. Bro went in the crib and saw Tasha naked as shit. Angie also stormed into the club with the diamond necklace that she kept staring at. It was probably really hard for her to give the diamonds up, but I can tell that she really loves this guy, Ghost. I don't even care about this fucking necklace. She tells him they can't be friends, it won't be enough, and Ghost obliges. Well, I don't want to be friends with you either, Angie. It's not enough for me. And then they have sex. Yep. Cause what's power without random sexcapades? Yay! Everybody had a happy ending. Ghost got to have sex. Tommy beat a guy up outside and then started fingering Holly in front of everybody. Oh yeah, Holly also saw Ghost fucking her, by the way, so that's the thing. Angie's in the bathroom after this, reminiscing about the sex that she just had with Ghost. And well, she's keeping this diamond necklace. Oh, look at me. I'm such a whore. I don't care though. That was some good dick. I need it again and again and again. DEA stands for dick entering my ass, and I need it. I'm the best agent. Ghost takes her to his car, has Sean drive her home, which is crazy, by the way. His simp ass definitely gonna tell. He ends up popping back up at the crib. Ghost comes home and well, Tasha's asleep. He doesn't wake her, ends up going to bed, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. All right, my fault. I'm sorry. Shrek popped in my head. It's the ADHD. Anyways, he realizes that Raina is singing and he's smiling. Editor, can you please show the scene where Tasha was smiling and show his face right there and put it side by side right now where his daughter's singing? Yeah, he hates Tasha. Back at the DEA office, they're realizing that they might need the NYPD's cooperation to help with this case because, well, if Lobos was unhappy with Annabelle and got him hit, they need to figure out the connection there. So Angie goes to talk to Greg because Greg has some friends over at NYPD and maybe he can help him out. I don't know why he'd want to help her because he's literally been cheating on him, but you know, to each their own. Now Ghost and Tommy go to talk to Ruiz because they found out that Ruiz has talked to Lobos to try to take over the organization. Yeah, when Ghost was on the phone with Lobos earlier, he told him that, which is crazy because when Ruiz talked to Lobos, he literally called them the N-word with the hard R. And just like my man Scooby-Doo, I don't mess with them riggers. That's exactly what Lobos said. What an awesome guy, man. Friend of the blacks. He must really like him when they're being indentured servants at his mansion in Mexico. Now they are mad because Ruiz lied straight to his face. Now Tommy and Ghost, they gotta kill this nigga. Tommy said that he can do it, but Ghost is like, hell no, man. This shit can't tie back to us, Tommy. You gotta go to the Jamaicans. Let them do their thing, man.
Man, all right, man. But I like killing people, and I hate Ruiz anyway. I'll really do that to him.
Tommy decides that he's gonna oblige, and he goes to the Jamaicans and orders some weird dish that they clearly don't have. They tell him, hey, well, we don't have any more of that, but we can. Just let me talk to my son about it. And the hit is made. Angie went to find out some information about the killing, and she did actually find out how he was killed, when it probably happened, how it happened, you know, all that cop shit. Raina goes to her audition. She's probably not going to get it because, well, she's in 5th grade and she's black, but Tasha's not going to go down without a fight, especially when this racist ass bitch beside her was talking crazy. Well, I feel bad for your daughter. One, she's black, so that's got to be hard, right? But also, she's black. What? Now Ghost pops up at Angie. They meet at this restaurant, one that they were at when they were kids. She keeps thinking and dwelling on the fact that he's married and she's got this boyfriend that she can dispose of, so she doesn't feel like this is real. But Ghost keeps assuring her that it is. Falling for the gaslighting. That's manipulation 101. Get you to believe something that clearly isn't true because you love me and I can feed on those emotions. Use you as a puppet. I swear to God, I know it sounds like I've done that before. I promise I haven't. Oh my God, that made me sound like a monster. I just know how guys are because I'm a guy. Oh, gasp. Sin is a man? I thought that nigga was a woman. Yo, why is Tommy eating this nigga cheesecake? I would crash out if somebody ate the rest of my cheesecake, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You don't think Ghost has been MIA lately, have you, Tommy?
Man, I don't care about nothing about MIA, man. All I care about is this cheesecake. Anyways, I got a girlfriend, man. I'm trying to bring her over here so you can meet her. You know, I don't really fuck with my mom, but shit. Kate Egan. She a hoe. And she a drunk. And she smell a little bit. I don't think she showers regularly, but or maybe her pH is off. I don't know. It's one of them. Could be both. But that's besides the point. I need you to meet Shorty. Tell me if she good for me or not.
Okay, well just bring her over. I'll make some fried chicken.
You making fried chicken? It's gonna be just like old days. Fried chicken, Kool-Aid, collard greens. Damn, that shit was slapping.
You're probably wondering what Ghost is doing at this moment. Well, you guessed right. He's taking Angie home and solidifying this thing. Angie says that if she has sex with him again, that she's making a choice. And well, the choice was made. So they have sex again. After she talks about his weird ass tattoos and the giant wing on his back so he could quote unquote fly free. First off, have you seen the price of airline tickets? Nobody is flying free, Ghost. But second of all, if you don't get this corny ass tattoo out of here. Anyways, they have sex again. Tommy and Holly have sex. Well, they did have sex, I guess. But they wake up together. Looks like Holly's living with Tommy. You know, I'm so glad that they had Tommy do better in future shows. Like, it's the first season, so they made him get with the white girl. But, you know, in later seasons, he'd be messing with the Hispanic joints, bad as shit. The black joints, bad as shit. Holly, mid as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She lower than mid. She's probably the ugliest John I've seen in the show so far. Like, she's goofy looking. Anyways, he tells her that she wants him to go to dinner, meet his family. Anyways, Angie gets some fake charges put on Omar. She's pretty upset with him because she feels like he was lying about the meeting. But he didn't. They switched him at the last minute. That's actually what happened. But he does know that everyone hashed it out. They're about to resupply him with drugs, and everything's okay again, at least for the time being. So Angie, well, she's not going to send him to jail. Anyways, you remember when I told you that Raina wasn't going to get the part? Well, she didn't. And also, why is is Tasha wearing these fat ass black Air Forces? Did she just rob a nigga? Anyways, Rain is crying because she didn't get the part. And obviously, Tasha probably would have left it alone, except for the fact that racist ass white woman was talking shit. So, she's not going out without a fight. Anyways, Tasha tells Ghost that Tommy's bringing a girl over for dinner. And him and Sean, they dip out.
Hey man, how that meeting with Tommy go, man? It went good, Uncle G. I liked the dick. Man, talk regular, man. Ever since you got hit in the head with that basketball. Anyways, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You can get the street side of the business and shit, man, but you ain't ready yet. You still a bitch. But one day, you might not be. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Uncle G. Anyways, I'm about to get you a suit. Now, your big ass, I know you like this fabric. It's gonna be real expensive. Taking it out of your salary and shit. Wait, Uncle G, that's not fair. Man, shut your bitch ass up, man. You wearing this suit. How much this suit gonna be?
Man, probably about 7, 8 bands.
8 bands?
God damn. Oh, never mind. It was 8 bands for just one sleeve. This nigga big as shit. He looked like Shaquille O'Neal. And then that one guy to beat the shorty up in that Medea movie.
Anyways, Mr. Stern ended up popping up at the club. And Cantos is tripping. He's calling. But this man Ghost was in the shower. And Tasha sabotages it by, rejecting the call, erasing the voicemail. She even answered the home phone. Told Cantos, oh yeah, I'll let Ghost know. That's not what happened. So Cantos had to talk to Stern and figure things out. In the meantime, though, Tommy popped up with Holly.
Man, what the fuck? Didn't I tell you not to mess with the merchandise, cuz?
Well, in the meantime, Holly's getting shown around by Tasha. But unfortunately, we know that Holly's a thief. So she's looking at all this nice stuff that Tasha has and, she's probably going to take something. What's the over-under that Holly's going to steal? Probably -4 billion. Now they at the table and they having a conversation. And Tommy gets to talking about how this man Ghost made a song for Tasha, a rap song. And this man Tommy, he remembers all the words. Bro started rapping it for Ghost. And Ghost didn't finish it. Now remember this moment. Anyways, Holly has to go to the bathroom. Oh yeah, she's about to steal something. Anyways, Tommy and Ghost go in the room to have a conversation.
Man, I told your dumb ass not to fuck with her, man. Man, you don't tell me nothing, man. I'm a grown ass man.
Man, she's a hoe, man.
No, she different. She a special hoe. She like Santa Claus hoe. You feel me? Like she got Christmas spirit in the pussy.
Man, what is you talking about? Man, listen though, you better not talk about our thing, man.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cuz?
Shit, I don't know, man. Are you?
Hey, yo, stop playing with me, cuz.
Oh yeah, look at Holly. In there stealing earrings? Sheesh, what a bold bitch. Anyways, Angie ends up meeting with this man Omar again. She has a conversation with him and says that she got him a ticket to this big celebration for Ruiz. Now she has the perfect end so he can get in the inner circle. He likes very, very toxic snakes. So they got a special one and Omar's gonna give it as a gift. Anyways, Tommy and Ghost had arguments, so Holly and him left early. She's in the elevator talking to Tommy, talking about how she saw him fucking some Latina bitch.
Man, you need to mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Man, what you apologizing for?
Oh, come here, baby. I just want you to feel good. She starts caressing this dude like, yo, this man Tommy clearly has really bad mommy issues because his mom is, a shitty person, never took care of him, was never a maternal figure. But it makes sense that he acts this way because, his mom was never there for him, never took care of him, wasn't a maternal figure. All right, I'm sorry. I know I repeated that twice, but I just had to reiterate the fact that was happening. Anyways, Angie was supposed to go meet with Ghost, but she ended up canceling because Greg popped up at her house unexpected. And now they have to have a conversation about it. Ghost is pretty upset about it, but Greg, he's also upset.
I don't know what it is or whatever's wrong with you, but I'm gonna go save Gotham. Yeah, I sound like Batman, because I am. And take this key back, bitch.
So he storms out of the house because, he's a simp ass nigga, but whatever. Anyway, Sean pops up on Tasha again and he's getting manipulated like always. She gets to rubbing on his suit. Hey Sean, is that a new suit? You're so big and strapping and look like that one guy from Medea that used to beat on that girl.
Yeah, they keep telling me that. Oh my God, are you grabbing my pee-pee right now? I like that.
You kind of also look like the guy from Green Mile.
I wish I had special powers right now like the guy from Green Mile because I would use them to make my pee-pee stop tingling so much.
Now Sean and Ghost dip off after this. Ghost comes back to Cantos and Cantos tells him the bad news. That Stern popped up. And well, Ghost is mad.
Well, you were MIA, boss, so,
I talked to Stern for you. Left a voicemail and everything.
Man, I ain't seen no motherfucking voicemail, man. Hey, look, man. You was hooking up with VIPs at the last club, man. Nobody will even hire you. So unless you want me to air your dirty laundry out to your PO, the next time Stern come here, nigga, you drive to my motherfucker house, cuz. Think this is a game?
Anyways, Tasha goes to talk about Raina and this whole role that she didn't get. I told you she wasn't going to leave it alone, and she didn't. She went and made a really big donation to the school so she would get this part. Anyways, Nomar's up to no good because, not because he has a giant snake in a barrel, it's because he's a pedophile, but whatever. Now he goes to go give this gift and everybody's freaking out because he's walking up with a giant ass barrel. Everybody's scared of it because, it's a fucking snake. But Ruiz, well, he's pretty excited about it. He loves snakes. And Nomar's in just like that. But you know who else is in? The shorty with the fucking pink shoes. Except for she put her shoes up for stripper heels this time. Now back at the crib, Tasha gets a phone call and Raina gets the part. Yay! Ghost is obviously suspicious about it, but he's not going to question it at the moment. Anyways, Tasha leaves the house, she has to go get some milk. Hopefully she comes back because my father went to go get milk, but well, I don't have a father anymore. Anyways, Angela also texted Ghost and said that she'd make it up to him for ditching him in about an hour. But Tasha's not going to go get milk. She's actually going with Tommy to go get high. That girl Holly's too fast for you, Tommy. I know you like her, but I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Man, is you rolling up? That shit looks bad, Tommy.
Man, I'm good at rolling up, man. Stop playing with me, cuz. And don't worry about that man Ghost. He always on some next shit, acting like a hoe. He ain't like me. You should have been fucking with me. That's why we married in real life.
Yeah, I know. You know I like me some white boys. I don't know though, Tommy. Sometimes I feel like this isn't going to be like a thing that comes and goes. I really feel like I lost my husband. He's such a bitch now.
Man, he gonna be alright. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now back at the club, Ruiz walks into the little stripper joint. I'm not gonna lie, shorty with the pink shoes bad as hell. I hate when a bad shorty got bad drip. Like, yo, let me take you shopping. Anyway, she takes Ruiz to the back and, well, we know where this is gonna go. But the Jamaicans also pop up because they got hired to kill Ruiz and they were gonna do it tonight. Anyways, shorty gets to riding them. As Angie rides Ghost. Yes, it's another sex scene. Yay. Anyways, shorty stabbed Ruiz up crazy. She ends up dipping off, goes outside, puts some stripper heels in a trash can, and Nomar walks in and sees this man about to die. He goes and grabs everybody and they're freaking out. The Jamaicans see all this, so now they know that Ruiz got stabbed up. We also find out the most terrible thing that I've seen so far that Ghost has done. He's laying in the bed with Angie, and you remember earlier at the dinner when they had the little rap song and he just refused to rap it, right? Well, guess what? Yep, that's right. He made that song for Angie. He made that fucking rap song for Angie, and he rapped it to her in the bed. Wouldn't rap it to his wife, who he has 3 kids with, but he rapped it to Angie while laying in bed with her. Oh, this nigga not shit. Anyways, Angie and him both figure out at the same time that Ruiz got stabbed up. She has to go to work. Ghost has to go figure out what the hell just happened. So they split ways. And that is the end of episode 5.
Man, you're not gonna get me this time, man. Check. I've been practicing.
You have been practicing, man. You caught it nice now. Psych, checkmate, got him. Hey, calm that shit down, man. Bro, don't you see all these motherfucking big booty hoes I got on the side of my cell? Come saying? Well, I could stick this motherfucking knife in your neck, cuz.
Alright, man, my bad.
Hey, Kanan. Hey, man, you got a visitor. Man, alright, cuz. So what you talking about right now?
Oh, well, they basically did your case all the way wrong. So
I'm getting out of here, cuz? Oh my God, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get out of here, bro, I'm gonna get me a big ass double cheeseburger, a bad bitch, and a cup of codeine lean, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna be leaned out.
did you just tell me you're gonna get out and do drugs?
Damn right, you my lawyer, bitch. You can't tell nobody.
Now after Kanan gets done talking to his lawyer about the kind of crazy that they're using this guy to get information on Ruiz and his gang, and he's a pedophile, but you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Anyways, back at Tommy's house, Holly's being fucking nosy and finds a bunch of cash in his cabinet behind a 3-year-old box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The kid in me likes the frosted side, but the grown-up in me likes the kid in me.
Anyway, she's upset because Tommy is clearly lying to her about his occupation. He's clearly a drug dealer of some sort and a regular pattern for her. But this time, it's her father, her senile father that's in a home, who also seems to think that Ghost is a complete bum.
Yo, who the hell is that? I know him. Hey, what's your name, man?
That's my friend, Dad, James St. Patrick.
Man, I told you stay with that boy, man. He ain't no damn good. Motherfucker black as shit. Keep fucking with them niggas, man.
Poppy, you need to go to bed. Sorry about my dad. It's kind of racist.
Man, I've been to your dad was racist, man. I never seen a Hispanic guy with a Confederate flag before, bro. I thought, what the fuck? And then he told me he was in the KKK. And I was like, ain't that a white group? And he said, nah, bitch, it's all Hispanics. And then I found out they spelled it QUE. Now Tommy is on his way to go talk to Ruiz. Try to pick his brain a bit and find out what the hell is going on. Yo, who the hell is this cue ball ass dude? Why the hell is he searching my man Tommy like this? Bro, the patted his boots. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's funny that when he picked this knife out of Tommy's boots, he called this nigga Rambo. Cause that's exactly what I was thinking. Nigga, why do you have a big ass knife in your boots? Like Toy Story. Except for having a snake in your boot, you have a big ass knife in your boot. Anyways, he pops up on Ruiz, and this seems like bro has had enough. Bro, they got this nigga in the back of the back. You gotta go up an elevator, through the hallway, through a door, another door, through another door. It's like they got this nigga in the chastity belt.
Hey, man. Ruiz, look, man. They already patted me down, man. Relax.
They got you in a fucking hospital bed and an apartment, cuz?
The here is a girl, a Latin girl. Got a body like a goddess.
She got the body of a goddess.
I know y'all like my beautiful voice. It's angelic. Anyways, while Tommy is trying to figure out who the hell hit Ruiz, hey yo, that's time that he kills a police officer. Anyways, this dumbass dude go upstairs, bro, and they stop him in the hallway because obviously he's out of place. Bro, tell him he about to go check on his grandma. He on the wrong floor. Stupid ass. Like we really gonna believe that shit? Now Tommy Lee, bro, he called this dude Ghost, bro, but this man Ghost rushed him off the phone because he's with fucking Angela, man. So Tommy ended up calling Cantos, and
Santos tell him, hey, this nigga out on Forest Hill.
Hold on, man. Forest Hills. This nigga in a J. Cole album?
No, man, Forest Hill, not Forest Hill Drive.
Man, whatever, man. Shit, this is the same shit. This nigga at Forest Hill. What the hell you doing? I know this nigga ain't up there with that bitch Angela.
So Tommy pop up on Ghost. And yep, just like he thought, he's up there with Angela.
Oh my God, yo, Angela, I ain't seen you in years, man. Sheesh. How you doing, Angela? Hey, man, listen, man. This is crazy. You remember that one time you was trying to hook me up with your friend and she wasn't fucking with me because I was white? It's cool, though. You feel me? I know a few bitches that like that white chocolate, you know what I'm saying? White Tasha. Yeah, that's right. His wife. You fucking whore.
Anyways, Angela doesn't like this, you know, because she's living in this delusion that her and Ghost, well, they have an actual thing. When in reality, you're just living La Vida Loca. She had to look at Chuck. I like what? Alright, I'm sorry. I'm old. Anyways, the thing that's important here is Angela's crazy. She's living in a delusion, and so is Ghost, but whatever. Tasha wakes up the next day, and Ghost got her a bag, so there's that, I guess. Now, Tommy's pretty mad about this, you know, the fact that he's cheating on Tasha, who might just go to the police and tell on him, but also, hey, you're messing with the bitch that left you and broke your heart. You're a fucking idiot. And he tries to explain to Ghost that Angela was trouble back then, and she'd be trouble now, but, you know, he's gonna listen to the, what's in his head? That's in his pants, though, you know, not his brain. Anyways, Tasha ends up getting ready that night. What an asshole. He on the phone with her in the back talking about, I'm so lonely when I'm not with you, Angie. You're there with all those people, Ghost, and I'm here alone. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, the next day, well, Ghost got to go talk to Simon, and he's asking him a bunch of questions about his club, about what makes him more than lightning in a bottle. But really what he's asking is, how did a fucking black, nasty ape like you get business from me? You fucking rigger. His words, not mine. I mean, you can look at his face and see that's what he was thinking. Hey, I covered for you because you're a terrible thief. Get in the fucking car before I get mad, you dumb bitch. Sorry, that's a little aggressive, but that's just how Tommy probably would have talked to her. I mean, y'all saw how he punched the elevator earlier. Anyways, they get in the car, and Tommy, well, he wants to know that he can trust her. She says, yeah, of course. So he tells her the truth. He's a drug dealer at the top, like a great white shark amongst other people that also sell drugs. Now, him and Holly made up, and that she's a fucking DEA agent. Like, you know what, whatever, leave it alone.
Oh, your party was over the top, T. Yeah, sure was. That shit was crazy. Your husband does everything in bed, and he gives you everything you want. Wait a minute, how do you know he's good in bed? Never mind. Anyways, my marriage isn't everything that you think it is. I had to literally almost take a fucking charge for this nigga just to get him to give me a ring. I had to hide a gun in my purse for him. Yeah, that is crazy, Tasha. And right now, he's probably fucking some Latina bitch. They're probably in some New York suite overlooking the city. He's eating her pussy while she's butt naked, ass on the window.
I'm describing very vividly exactly what's happening. Yep, Tasha's talking about how she took a charge for this nigga, literally hit a gun for this nigga, and what is he doing? Fucking this Hispanic bitch and a damn skyline suite. That shit overlooking the whole city, and he overlooking her whole vagina, bro. I'm just saying. Anyways, Angela goes home, and Paz is there, about to do laundry, but she keeps finding all these hotel keys in her house, and because of it, she asks about Greg. But, well, Angela's not with Greg anymore. She's with the new hot thing, as Paz says. So, well, Paz wants to meet him. Angela's saying he's so great and wonderful. Well, then, motherfucker, tell him to come over here, then. This is not good, because you know what that means. She's gonna have to tell her sister the truth. She's fucking with a married man with 3 children. Anyways, at the club, Tommy pulled up to talk to Ghost. You see the try-ass, cuz?
Yeah, man, I seen the try-ass, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, motherfucking Asians. I seen everybody, man. Shit, nobody heard of this bitch. The only person I gotta talk to is this nigga Drip.
Alright, man, we'll take Julio ass and drive out there, man. I got shit I need to do today.
Oh my God, you always got something to do, except for working this motherfucking game.
Now, Angela goes back to the office, and she gets an offer from her big boss. She might have to get transferred to Detroit. It's like a kind of a promotion. Unless she gets a big development in this Lobos case. This is making her stressed. She don't want to move to fucking Detroit. She's in love. She's here with Ghost. She's having a good time. So she pulls up on Omar, who is literally looking at, well, you guessed it, little ass girls. About to beat his meat. I hate this nigga, man. Anyways, Tasha is now talking to Sean, trying to use him again because he's a fucking simp. But basically, Sean got mad about some earrings, and because of that, he said some stuff that he probably shouldn't have about Ghost maybe stepping out on the marriage. Tasha wants to know what the hell Ghost got going on, so, you know, she uses this opportunity to get this nigga Sean to tell her stuff, or at least show her stuff. Now, Sean pulls up on this place, and not only does he give Tasha her name, Angela, but also, he points her out. This nigga is a simp and a snitch. Tasha's really upset. She took her earrings off. I thought she was about to throw them bitches, but that's not what happened. Instead, she threw a fit and told Sean to take her home. I feel bad for her. I mean, she's getting cheated on, but she's also terrible and unsupportive, which doesn't excuse cheating. cheating, but I mean, two things can be true at once. Tasha sucks, but she's also not in the wrong in this situation. And I do have empathy for her. I mean, cheaters never prosper, man. Shit. I know people be correlating that to like sports and competition and stuff, but shit, in real life too. Stop cheating on your girls, bro. Just be single. It ain't even that deep. Anyways, my man Tommy go pop up to see Drip out of New Jersey. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yo, I know that ain't who I think it is. Nigga, is that Marlo from The Wire? Hey, yo. Sheesh. I also thought that he was coming out here to see the leader of the RSKs, but I realized that's not what's going on. He's seeing somebody named Drift who told him information about the RSKs. Everything's starting to make sense, but something seems off. I mean, why would the RSKs do that? Who could have possibly set this whole thing up that could gain from all of it? From Louise dying, from them internally crumbling. Maybe it's the nigga who's been in prison because of this nigga Ghost. Yep, that's right. The mastermind behind all of this is to be continued. Nigga, wait till the end of the video. Anyways, Tommy pops up back on Ghost and tells him that Roller is responsible. Says they were in Florida for a little bit, says he hired this Latin John, and Ghost, well, he fuck with Roller. That's his little dude. He raised him up. So he doesn't believe it. He needs real proof. He's not gonna kill Roller just because of a he said, she said. He gotta see something. I don't blame him. I wouldn't just kill my mans for nothing either. You gotta prove it to me. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, we can't be wrong again, Tommy.
Man, I ain't wrong, man. And this is the priority right now, not this dumbass club. Look, man, if you don't want war, then you gotta stop one way or another.
I ain't killing Roller without proof, man.
Alright, well, get your proof then, but get it by tomorrow. Cause either you kill Roller or I will.
Hey, you better believe it, man. Tommy said he gonna kill somebody, he gonna do it. That motherfucker ain't playing. This next scene kinda sad, man. It's like, bro, I get it. Like, I understand why this man Ghost feel how he feel about Tasha, bro, but he's shitty, bro. Like, she literally is sitting here checking on him while he's tossing and turning in bed, trying to be there for him, holding his hand, being there, being supportive, being like, hey, man, I've been here for you this whole time. And I know he like, well, really you haven't because you're not supporting my dreams. I get it, I understand, but at the same time, damn, bro. She's sitting here trying to be here for you, and you decide to stand up and go call Kanan ass instead, leaving her in bed crying and shit. Like, man, he's too bad to be crying, bro. That shit got me hot. Anyways, there's a lot going on. Ghost is supposed to go to Angela's house, and Angela in there cooking and all types of shit, making homemade food and shit whole time. This man Ghost get a phone call from Stern. He gotta pop there at 6 o'clock with his wife. Man, he just going through it, bro. Got his wife crying. He about to go meet with Stern. He about to tell Angie he can't pull up. Now, Angela gets off the phone with him. You know, obviously he has to cancel their whole dinner date. Paz thinks that he's in the street still, which, I mean, he is, but obviously Angela doesn't know that, not yet at least. But she admits to Paz that the real reason is because he's married. It has nothing to do with drugs. He's just married. Anyway, she tells him to kill it, and I guess this is why Ghost prefers Angela over Tasha. She supports his dreams. He wants to run nightclubs and get out of the streets. Tasha wants him to be a drug dealer. Anyways, they end up popping up at Stern's house, and obviously everybody in this house is racist as hell. They in the damn dining room talking to Tasha, talking about, can I feel your hair? What the fuck? I would've started crashing right then, bro. Man, if they even said that, even reach for my hair, bro, I would've crashed out in that bit. You know, Angela be investigating everything and looking at evidence and shit, but she's so blinded by this dude Ghost that she don't see it. Like, all of these people that she sees and knows about, like, all of these people know this man Ghost. They from her old neighborhood and shit, probably. Like, how do you not see that he's involved? I mean, I kind of get it. He is safe, and he's very, like, particular about information that he does let people know and things that he shows people, but I don't know, man. I just feel like I probably would have seen it, but then again, I wouldn't have a bias because I wasn't getting digged down by this nigga, but, you know, that's besides the point. Hey, yo. Anyway, Stern's talking to this dude, and he's asking him straight up,
man, what is it about you? Like, you know, Africans, Latinas, all of those people, man, they don't really touch the quality, per se, that we're looking for, you know? So what is it about you?
Nigga, you asking me why I'm a good minority, cuz? You know, the problem is they see you at face value. You know, you just get to be a white guy. But me, I'm black, so it's like, I gotta be anything they want me to be. I gotta be a chameleon, morph into some other shit. Yo, hold on, wait a minute. Yo, Tasha just walked behind me in the middle of the hallway. What type of creepy ass shit she got going on? Now, Stern asked this dude go straight up, hey, I want to buy your club for $6 million. Now I don't want to partner. Now I don't want to invest in you opening another club. I just want to buy yours. Now, Stern says that, you know, Ghost is talented, but he's not ready, and that's the reason why he won't partner with him. So Tasha barters in. You ain't no motherfucking underling. Let's see, the partners or nothing.
Man, your white spicy as shit. I like the little black Jones. Little nasty ass John, ain't you? I know she be getting crazy damn bed.
Hey, stop talking about my wife like that, cuz. Creepy ass dude. Anyways, they in the car going back in. And this dude Kane ended up calling Ghost in the middle of him and Tasha arguing. Hey, man, I got some bad news for you. Man, what kind of bad news, cuz? Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. They saying that Roller did that shit, the RSK. They said that nigga went to Florida, man. Hit up this little Latina bitch, and he been getting her to knock shit off ever since, man. Damn. Good looks, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna let you won. Now, Tommy is going through it. Something bad is gonna happen tonight. Ghost is gonna have to, well, pull up on Roller. And Tommy doesn't believe that Ghost will do it. Holly is using this as a way to basically manipulate Tommy. Even Angela's asking the questions about Roller from this dude no more. But Ghost, well, he did pull up on Roller. And this dude Roller, man, he don't give a fuck. It's like he know he about to die. They don't even want to talk about it in his opinion, but they do talk about it. And he brings up good points. He says he hit a shipment, killed Annabelle, and even tried to hit Ruiz. A Ghost is like, nah, you hired a bitch. A bitch? That don't even sound like me, cuz. But none of it matters. This man Ghost trusts Kanan with his life, which is crazy because, well, anyways, we don't need to talk about that yet. Anyways, my man Ghost ends up killing Roller and dips off. The homicide police pop up on him, and he goes to his little safe spot to change his clothes and shit. Anyways, Tasha going through it, looking at herself in the mirror and shit. She probably don't even think she beautiful anymore. Shit, the girl that this man Ghost is cheating on her with don't even look like her. I wouldn't think I was beautiful either. Anyways, he pops up and gives Tommy the gun back. Job is done. And I guess Tommy's happy, but Ghost ain't. This nigga started crying when he killed Roller. He must have really liked that kid. I mean, he raised him up, taught him everything he knew. Now, where does Ghost go after being sad like that? Back home to his wife, right? No, to Angie. He apologizes to her and says that he promises that he's gonna make things work. She believes him because she's in love with him. They kiss and, well, that's that. Now, at the end of the episode, Kanan ends up talking to the Latina shorty, the one that killed Annabelle and hit Ruiz. Yep, that's right. Kanan's behind everything. Hired shorty with the big ass pink shoes. And now, in order to get the rest of the money, she has to hit Ghost. Hey, yo, my man Ghost is running like he Barry Allen or something. Bro is going through it. Seeing visions of Roller as he put them silenced bullets in his ass. Yo, okay, why do we have to see Tommy making love to nasty, ugly, mid-ass Holly right after this, bro? I'm not trying to see two chicken thighs rubbed together, bro. Anyways, back at the office, Angela's talking about Roller getting smoked. They even know that, well, the killer gave him one last drink. What a classy fella. Now, Angela, she is a good detective, so she realizes because there's no defensive wounds, no signs of struggle, that this was somebody that, well, the person knew and trusted. Good deduction. Now go back, find out where he's from, and then correlate it to somebody close to him from that same hood that you know, which is Ghost. Just kidding. Obviously, that wouldn't help. There's probably 1,000 people it could be from that hood. Now, Angie's trying to get, you know, second scraps of whatever she can get from Ghost. And he's got everything to do with his family. Got Raina's play. He's going to spend time with Tasha. You know, his real family. She's obviously upset, so she gets off the phone. Ghost is actually pretty lucky, too, that Sean pulled up because he was about to get his fucking ass smoked. Yep, the little Latina shorty. Anyways, Raina does swell at her play. She's a really good Annie, I'm gonna be honest. But Ghost finds out that the reason why she even got that part in the first place is because they made a big donation to get a playground finished. Obviously, Ghost isn't too happy about this, but what is he gonna do? It already happened. Anyways, Ghost has no time to keep being mad at Tasha because he goes to the club and talks to the redheaded bitch about Stern. It seems that that party that he's doing this year, well, they're gonna do it in Miami next year because it's warm there and it's so cold in New York. This gives Ghost an idea. Maybe I need a Miami club. I don't know why he wants to compete with Stern so much. I mean, I kind of get the ego part of it, you know, especially with Stern being a racist white guy, pretty much shitting on him and making him seem like he can't do anything without a white guy helping or supporting him. Anyways, back at the crib, Tasha's crying in the closet like Tom Cruise in that one South Park episode, but that's besides the point. Anyways, Tasha tells her mom that, you know, Ghost is stepping out on her with another woman. And Tasha's mom, she basically telling Tasha she needs a plan because without Ghost's money, she ain't got shit. You gotta find a way to tap into that illegal money. Get parts of it so when you leave, you'll always be alright. But what I don't understand is clearly Ghost wants to be with somebody else. So just divorce the nigga. Tell him, hey, I know you want to be with this bitch Angie, so let's just get divorced. Take care of me and the kids. You know he would. I don't even know what the problem is. Anyway, speaking of Angie and Ghost being together, Ghost pops up on Angie and tells him, hey, you want to go to Miami with me? I'm going to go buy a new club there and I want you to take a trip with me. I'm going to tell Tasha it's a business trip because fuck her. I can lie to her whenever I want. Oh my god, Jamie, I'm so happy that you would lie to your wife for me. Fuck your wife, by the way. I don't care about her or the fact you guys have 3 kids together. After this, we see Nomar and he's met up with Ruiz's daughter. What a weird pedo. He even bought her a bracelet. Yo, this dude is sick. Anyways, none of this matters. What does matter is the fact that Tommy and Ghost got snatched up by Lobos. Yep, he knows about everything that happened with Rolla and the fact that, well, now he's got stuff in the pipeline that needs to get distributed. But bad things have happened. You see, he had a little issue with his pipeline in California, so now he needs Ghost and Tommy to take on on double the drugs. Yeah, that's right, double. Now Tommy's obviously super happy about it because double the drugs means double the money, but Ghost, well, he's not happy at all. And I don't blame him because it's going to be very difficult to be able to sell double the drugs. Nigga, we barely can sell the drugs you give us now. Ghost feels like, hey man, twice the trouble, twice the exposure, all of this is bad. Tommy's happy about it. So now they have to figure out how they're going to sell double the weight. Now Tommy's going to go meet with all of their connections and basically set it up so they can sell double the product. This man Ghost is stressed, bro. So stressed. This nigga canceled Angie's call. Anyways, Tommy pops up on Ruiz. Now Tommy, he's trying to convince Ruiz, but Ruiz wants more security. So Tommy makes a suggestion. Hey, why don't you supply all the guns for the whole organization? Now you make more money than all the other premieres, and you got security. But he's like, I don't know, because I don't think Ghost would agree to that.
Man, what the fuck you mean, man? My word ain't good enough?
Now this man Tommy leaving. Omar looks him dead in the eye. Tommy like, man, what the fuck are you looking at? Whole time Omar like, nothing, bro, my bad. So he calls Angie and he says, hey, I done seen the distributor, but before I can even tell the sketch artist anything or describe this dude, I need witness protection. If I ID this guy, I'm dead. Now Tommy goes to meet with Ghost and they're having a discussion about everything. Ghost is not on board about Ruiz giving them the guns and shit, but then he starts thinking about what Lobo said at the meeting about how he could have his own cartel one day and how he could have people taking care of everything for him and not have to do anything. So he manipulates Tommy, makes him think that he's more important than he is, that he trusts him so much. Hey man, you was right, man. I should have listened to you about Roller and all that shit, man. Man, you know what, man? I should have listened to you and shit. How about now you take on all the responsibility in the streets, man? You call the shot. You know, 2 men with 1 voice. You feel me?
Man, I like the sound of that, man.
Yeah, but you know, once we do this, man, we can't expand any more than this, though. This is a lot, man.
Yeah, we'll see, guys.
Now, Kenan calls Sean and tells him he needs a favor. We don't know what it is yet. But back at the office, Angie's talking to Greg. See, Greg has some friends with the marshals and, you know, friends down in homicide and shit. He's got friends in the right places. Friends that can possibly get Omar with his protection so he can draw this nigga Tommy. Well, not literally draw him, but, you know, help the sketch artist draw him. You know what I'm saying? Angie went around the chain of command and used her feminine wiles to get Greg to do it because she's also a simp like Sean. Him and Sean are like the 2 same people, but one is giant and white and looks like Shaquille O'Neal, and the one nigga from Medea that beat up that girl, and one, well, is a white guy. Yay. Get Angie manipulating people, man. That's crazy. Anyways, Nomar's talking to Isabel and basically explaining to her that he might gotta go away for a while, and she wants a picture to remember him by. So he snaps a picture of his penis and sends it to her. What a fucking weirdo. But right at that time, Ruiz went up to Isabel and took her phone, and the picture came through. And oh, guess who saw it? Yep, that's right. Ruiz saw the picture of a dick on her fucking daughter's phone, bro. So Isabel's like, can you meet me one last time at the park at 8? And of course, he's gonna do it because he's a weird pedo. But Ruiz is obviously gonna get him set up because, well, nigga, you're talking to my 14-year-old daughter. Back in Angie's house, she's packing up to go on a Florida trip, and Paz pops up. And obviously, Paz doesn't like this because why are you going to go meet with this dude in Florida when he has children and a wife? So are you going to go to Miami? Well, I don't know. Jamie's opening a club there, so I might, you know, work at the Miami office. I don't know. Let's just change you, Angela. You just lied to my face. Or whatever. I think you just want me to be unhappy and lonely like you, bitch. He's a liar and a cheater. I can't stand by and watch you ruin your life. Well, then I need the keys to my house because you don't need them. Jamie needs them now. Yep, that's right. Angie literally just took the key from her sister for this nigga, bro. I don't know how he does it, man. Anyways, none of that matters. What does matter is, well, Holly pulled up at Tommy's crib. Julio was there. They're having a conversation about Lobos and expanding and how he's going to make the decisions in the streets. And Holly overhears all this. Back at the office, Angie got the okay from Greg. But Greg finds out the bad news that Angie's actually about to go to Florida with another guy. And she used him. Yay. Getting used. Who doesn't like that?
Man, I knew it was a guy this whole time, man.
Can't believe this shit. Could've just said it to me. Oh, whatever. You'll be okay. Get over it. Now, Tommy tells Holly that she can quit her job. Obviously, you know, it is what it is. He doesn't want to work in it anymore. Just wants her home with him. Now, Ruiz calls Tommy up and explains to him what happened with Omar and what he did with his daughter. And, well, he says if Tommy kills this nigga, he has their whole gang. Literal support, loyalty. So, Tommy agrees. Because, I mean, it's just a low-level street guy. Gives a fuck. Ghost goes home and tells Tasha that he's going to Florida. She's pretty upset about it. But he says when he gets back, they should have a conversation. Well, Tasha knows the truth now. It's about to be over. Then he directly goes to Angela's house talking about, you're not going to be totally free, Angie. Picks her up and literally walks her to the bedroom to fuck her. So Tasha like, fuck that, and goes to the bank, opens up her own account, drains half of the money, puts that shit in her name. Okay, Tasha, boss moves. Anyways, Nomar's waiting to get murdered. He starts running when he realizes that somebody's after him. He calls Angela though, so she knows that, well, he's in trouble. Now while Ghost is screwing this bitch Angie, Tommy is following this dude. She gets the phone call and she's like, oh my god, Greg, he's been compromised. friends. Now the little Latina bitch that's trying to hit Ghost, she pulled up at True, got this little ass gun, and Tommy pulls up on Omar, stabs him a couple times, and Tommy has to escape because they pop up on him. He gets away, but he realizes that, oh yeah, Angie's a fucking agent. So now he knows the truth about Angie. Anyways, back to the club, but Holly ends up getting smart with Ghost at the club and says, so, I'm quitting. I'm gonna work with you and Tommy and the other part of the business. That's right, we're partners now, Ghost. Now right at this moment, the little Latina bitch ends up trying to shoot Ghost, but he got Holly grabbed up, so they shoot her ass instead. Now all of this is going down, and remember earlier when Kanan had called Sean for a favor? Well, it was to pick Kanan up. Now Tasha's home crying, Angie got a phone call and ended up getting a partial sketch. Ghost has to shut his club down for a while because, well, someone got shot there, so he decides to tell Logos that he's in and takes on the commitment for double the weight. And that, my friends, is the end of season 1 of Power.